All right, so now we're going to talk about progressing from like a total assist to like a mod to max assist if the patient's able to help a little bit with their arms by holding in an anterior prop. Things to think about when they are helping with their arms, you always want to make sure that the front hand is slightly in front of them. The back hand is usually kind of tucked up, sorry, I should do it the other way, like by their hip. So the front one's in front so that as they go, they're rotating this direction to get their hips across as their head goes the opposite direction. There's also a couple options. Some people do head-hips relationship where they just lean away and push across the board that way. Other people have to use some more momentum. So you actually kind of start toward where you're going, and then as you offload, you throw your head away, which in turn swings the hips across the board the other direction. At this point, if you're progressing from total to doing one of these techniques, you should kind of know more about how your patient moves their body and which way is best for them. If they do not have good sitting balance, obviously you don't want them throwing things quickly at all. Another tip sometimes is if you're trying to keep them flexed, because you always want to make sure they're flexed. The worst thing that can happen during a slide board transfer is that they lose their balance backward, because that's when their hips slip off the board and they can go down. Why it's important to be blocking knees. But you can also kind of use your chin to tuck them into you. I don't know if you can kind of see that on the video, but just to keep them close to you and give them that feedback of being nearer to you. You would not want to do that with someone who retropulses like crazy because you don't want to hurt yourself, but just be kind of mindful that that is another technique just to keep them close to you. All right, so same thing, scoot hips forward. I'm gonna let her do it since we had already kind of shown that in the other video. Good. On an angle, we're gonna get this board underneath. Bisect the thigh, nice angle. Leading foot going toward where we're going. You'll see here that her hand here is in front of her and the other hand is trailing. You're gonna do the same thing, blocking the trailing leg is my preference. You can do both if you'd like. I'm gonna hold on to hips here and I'm gonna tuck her into me right here, close at the shoulder. So she's gonna help with me progressing across the board, and it is important that you go in little segments. I showed the total assist all at once, but that's better to do in segments as well. So we're gonna help 1, 2, 3. She's gonna push, good. We're gonna pause, and then she's gonna reset her hands. So leading one forward, back one toward the hip. She's leaning into you, staying forward, blocking the knees. You can resituate if you need to. And then again, 1, 2, 3, and they're gliding across. Ta-da. So that's like a mod to max.